guys get it?
Yeah.
You know, when I go around the country and talk, Charlie hit upon this, the kind of country that we live in. I often close with a little story. Some years ago, on the occasion of his 85th birthday, the Russian General Kalashnikov, the inventor of the gun that Barack Obama so hates, was honored at a dinner in Moscow. And in Russia they have very few heroes anymore, but Kalashnikov is one of them. And it was a very large banquet hosted by Mr. Putin, who I think was president at that time. Other than Tsar, you never know what title it is that he has from one year to the next. But he raised his glass in a toast to General Kalashnikov, and the little general got up and held up his glass in Putin's face and said, "My dream, Mr. President, is a country like the United States, governed by men and women not afraid of an armed citizenry." And think about it. In most of the world, people can only dream of that. And yet that's the country that we've lived in since our founding, and the country that we want to pass on to those who come after us. And if you think about that, you know just how high the stakes are in an election like this. So I want to thank all of you. I love this club. I love coming here. I love New Hampshire. But you know, somebody asked me, what's it like being president of the NRA? It's like going around and meeting the best people you could meet anywhere. Because everything we're able to accomplish is accomplished because of folks just like you all over the country who step up to the plate when they need to, who vote when they need to, who get out and do what they need to do to preserve their rights and the rights of their families and their children. So thank you for what you do. That's why I'm really here. To thank you, to thank these guys, and to ask you to do everything you can to make sure that we all have the help that we need here and in Washington as we go forward. Thank you very much.
So, one more thing. I just wanted to talk briefly about what we can actually do. What we can do to help these candidates that we all agree need to be elected. You know, we all know how critical New Hampshire is in determining party nominees. But this year we're going to be equally critical in the general election. This year we stand to play an equally important role. You know, pollsters say the race is tied, they say the Electoral College is tied, and they say New Hampshire is tied, or maybe Romney has a slight lead. Either way. But it's tied. And with reapportionment, the Electoral College could even be tied. It means that our electoral votes are very, 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 very important. So, what are we going to do about it? This could come down to a handful of votes in this state, the whole presidential election. And we already know the governor's race is going to be close. We already know the congressional races are going to be close. I have one very simple request of everyone in this room, and I hope that you can humor me on it, because it's the most important thing you'll do between now and Election Day, I guarantee. There's a gentleman in the back with a blue shirt on. His name's Mike. When you leave here tonight, I want you to say hi to Mike. And I want you to get one of these. It's a list of calls, 25 calls on each side of the sheet of paper. These are Second Amendment supporters. These are people with hunting licenses. These are people who are with us on the main issue that we're here for. I need you to call these people, 50 people, between now and Election Day. Preferably between now and the end of the weekend, to be honest with you, because we don't have a lot of time. Call all 50 of these people with a script that Mike's going to give you, and that's it. If you can do that for us, we're going to win. And when we do win, and we win by a couple hundred votes, you can look in the mirror and you can say, they couldn't have done it without me. They couldn't have done it without my help. And that's the best feeling that you can get from an election. I was part of an election in Virginia where out of 2 million votes cast, the Republican won by 200, 250, somewhere in there, and there was a recount. His name's Bob McDonnell, now he's the governor. And that was when he was running for Attorney General. So these races are going to be close, I guarantee it. And when you look at these calls, it has the town there, okay? Look at our website and see who else we've endorsed who lives in that town. If you're calling into Londonderry, tell people to vote for Representative Baldessaro. You know? It's important, it has to be done, and if you do nothing else between now and Election Day, please do this one thing. So I just want to thank everybody for coming. You've been wonderful. Eat some food, because I got to take it with me. I got to clean it up. Take some fans with you, and take as many bumper stickers from all these candidates as you can fit and you think you can give out to people, and get on cars. Because it's not worth anything in 3 weeks. Thanks.
Croc TV.